Welcome back to another week on enhancing our usage of learning analytics. This week we're going to dig into the new analytics tool a bit for a brief tour, as well as to learn about the powerful yet underappreciated communication tool, Message Students Who. We'll use this tool to identify and to communicate to specific groups of people in our courses. Students that are missing an assignment, students that have late submissions, students that are totally rocking your assignments. Let the Message Students Who feature filter those groups for you so you can send targeted messages. This helps you be a little more efficient and save some time. Now let's get started. To navigate to the new analytics tool, you're going to find it from your course homepage on the right-hand side, New Analytics. You may also have it in your course navigation here. This course doesn't have it. This is the new analytics tool, and we're going to focus on course grade. There's a few other things that we'll unpack throughout the next few weeks of this training. With course grade, we're going to be looking at the first assignments in your courses. As we start week 2 here, you've likely already had an assignment being graded or sent out there, and maybe the due date's already expired. And what we're going to do is leverage this new analytics tool to identify how students are doing in this course and target them with some messaging if it's appropriate. This assignment, this dot right here, if we hover over it, it's going to give us a little bit of information. So this is the name of the assignment. And on the left-hand side, it's showing the average grade. And so we can see, compared to assignments later in this term, this one's doing pretty good. If we click on it, we're going to get a little more information. We get the average grade, the low, missing, and late. And this is what we want to look at here. We can populate all missing students just by clicking here. We can see who's missed what. And by clicking this button here, we can pull up a message box that allows us to message this specific group. So this is the Message Students Who feature. I can dictate a score range. Right now it's showing the range between 0 and 100, and there's all 27 students. I can send a message just to those who have missed submission and those who have submitted it late. And so if I want to encourage those who submitted it late, how to send it at to don't worry, it's going to be okay. I accept some flexibility in my assignment submissions. I can send that message here. For those that haven't submitted yet, I can reach out right here with a message. This sends them a Canvas message, and they'll receive it in their inbox, but they'll also receive it in their email that they have associated with Canvas. And so it's a nice way to quickly send a targeted message to this group. I can also encourage students who are doing great and who've submitted everything on time and maybe have done wonderfully. The students from 80 to 100%, we've got 26 students. I can really target that message and say, hey, you guys are crushing it. I want to encourage you to keep up the great work. You're doing fantastic things. So this is a nice, handy little tool that allows us to isolate specific populations and send them targeted messages. It's really helpful for prompting and nudging students on the correct behaviors of being an online student. And it's helpful for you to quickly identify and send one message to them. And keep note, it is B-seed seed, so they're not aware of who's being targeted with that message as well. So as we consider communicating with these different groups of students, it's important, of course, to consider tone and written tone when it comes to online environments. Our students will perceive how we respond to them. Maybe very differently than how we perceive the message is intended. And so, we'll have some information later in this module, but best practices is always to be, of course, very welcoming, supporting, encouraging. If you think you're frantic with the amount of exclamation points you put in, it's probably not a bad thing. That's it for now. Remember, the Message Students Who feature is a great tool to quickly allow you to target messages to specific groups. It can make you a little more efficient, and I think it can help you identify quicker students who are missing or who've submitted late assignments. Cheers.